So the Jain tradition is divided into two major denominations. They are the Shvetāmbara and the Digambara. The Shvetāmbara, whose name means clothed in white, their monks and nuns wear white robes. And for the Digambara tradition, their name means clad by the directions or by the sky. And so in the Digambara tradition, monks wear no clothing at all. Why do they do this? So one of the vows that all Jain monks and nuns take is a vow of non-possession, or aparigraha. And the Digambaras interpret non-possession to include even clothing, because, of course, the most difficult possession that one can shed is one's own body. And Jains are clear that you are not your body. Your body is one more possession that you hold. And so Digambaras interpret the injunction not to own anything to include clothing. And their model is that when Mahavira was an ascetic, eventually his ascetic power was so great that his clothes rotted and fell away, and he was so detached from his own body that he never bothered to replace them. And that is why Jain monks in the Digambara tradition do not wear clothing. In the Shvetāmbara tradition, they follow the example of community leaders, or the Stavira Kalpa. And so they say that the best role that a monk or a nun can play is as a community leader in our time. And what is really important about that is they regard the clothing not as a possession, but as a necessary tool for facilitating the interactions between the mendicant community and the lay community, especially. And so for the Shvetāmbaras, they say it is your attachment to an object that makes it a possession, not merely having it. So that is one of the major differences between the Shvetāmbaras and Digambaras. The other one is the question over whether women can achieve liberation. The Digambara tradition says that women, because they cannot practice nudity in our society because they would be attacked, makes it impossible for them to achieve liberation as women. They would have to be reborn as men to do so. The Shvetāmbara tradition holds that it is possible, though very difficult, for women to achieve liberation because their bodies are inherently violent. That because they menstruate, because they have more folds in their bodies, that their bodies produce more violence naturally. But the Shvetāmbara Jains also say that one of the Jinas was a woman. The 19th Jina is named Mallinatha, who achieved liberation in a woman's body.